Hello ladies and gents, dudes and dudettes, I am your host Tig for the night, and today we are taking a look at some slightly different Reddit content because my eyes needed a break from... I had to censor this out, but basically let's just call it an advertisement for Bleach. Tinder or something, except it was literally just for... Let's make terrible world events into a trend along with that content. But don't fret, I still have people being cringy for all of us to laugh at, have a good time, and the name of this Reddit thread is r/Im14andthisisdeep, which is basically fake deep content. And for those of you that don't know, it's people trying to be philosophical and failing. So, what do we got? Ah yes, here we see any other normal human taking a street sign off of the road, endangering everyone, and freeing the fake deer inside of it. $10 that whoever made this was 100% another random crazy vegan, because I mean, honest to god, who would bother doing this? Like, who wants to rip a street sign out of the ground, free the fake deer in it, and then just walk off like nothing happened? Because first of all, you're gonna get fined. Second of all, everyone's gonna wonder why there's a tiny deer in the road just walking around. Not even a real deer, the silhouette of a deer. Also, can we all applaud this man for a minute? I mean, take a look at it. He literally just broke basically the rules of laws, nature, physics. This man is just an Avengers level threat. Like, look at him. He's breaking the laws of physics, guys. Or nature. Whatever your pick is. Little did we know that under every single black sheep, there was a wolf inside of it. To all farmers out there, get rid of your black sheeps because they may become a wolf and eat your entire flock of sheeps. Anyway, the OP put it perfectly. I mean, this is not how animals work. If any animal could do this, good lord, the world would be so much more dangerous and humans probably wouldn't exist. We'd be taken off the census too early. And here we see whoever drew this drew two girls looking at the differences between the Disney princesses and their villains. Okay, I think I can basically debunk this in like literally one Google search. Boom, debunked. Good men are hard to find. Good men are hard to find because they aren't looking for you. They are chasing excellence, building businesses, and don't have time to be leaving emojis on your Instagram posts. Yes, every single man in existence is building businesses and being a contributing member of society. I get what you were trying to go for, but at the same time, not everyone out there is contributing to society. Also, I find it kind of funny how they're automatically assuming that, like, every single man is contributing to society, and that, like, I guess all women who are single and are sad that they're still single are, like, constantly making Instagram posts. Like, bruh, not the case. I mean, who knows, maybe all those women who are constantly complaining aren't actually on social media. Maybe they're actually building businesses and contributing to society, and are still going unnoticed. The many my apologies, the many faces of life: happiness, neutralism, depression, and then rage. Yes, you are happy once in your life, then you're neutral, and then you're depressed and angry for the rest of your life until you die. Yes. Imagine if that's how we actually lived life. Like, we were just happy, like, as a child, and in our young 20s, then we were neutral, and then depressed and angry for the rest of our lives. Like, that would be a really sad existence. And before anyone comments saying, that's how we actually live, no, it is not, because there are plenty of people, I assure you, who are like 80, 90 years old, and they are actually happy. I know, it's shocking. When I die, tell them I'm a hero. I killed the person they hated for so long. What? Not sure if this is trying to imply that the man took himself off the census. I don't think that's the case, but if that is, it wasn't made clear enough. Also, sir, whatever filter you're using, please take it off. doesn't make you look better, it doesn't make you look emotional, it doesn't, just kind of, no, just, Also, my brain came up with a thing where it's just, like, imagine if someone in the military said this, it would have, like, such a different meaning, and it would actually be kind of deep for a minute, because it's just, like, they were killed in combat or something. But the fact this is, like, an Instagram boy who's, like, trying to be emotional and edgy is, like, it kind of just, he shoots himself in the foot. But maybe that's just me, I just find it kind of hard to take seriously altogether, because, I mean, like, it's an Instagram boy. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. Very shallow. I don't know. I'm hurt, I'm dying, suicidal, depressed, unloved, what? Scared, ugly, lonely, worthless. I'm fine. Okay, first of all, I'm sorry that I messed up halfway through, because I actually, for a minute, couldn't tell that said scared. I was like, wait, what? Also, maybe this is just me, but I feel like this is, like, a very good way to describe mood swings and just, like, adolescence in general, because you're just, like, you're having all this, and then the next minute you're just like, oh yeah, I'm hunky-dory. Like, I get that they were trying to go for, like, you know, like, you're covering up all these intense emotions that, you know, hinder your life and all that, but it just, just nope, nobody, nope. Also, how'd they get the strike-through font? Because it's just, like, as far as I'm concerned, that's not possible for, like, a lot of social media. That, or I'm just living under a rock. I mean, I don't use it all that often, because I like my brain cells. But I want to know how they did that, because it's cool. Made it hella hard to read, though. Like, thank you for that! Everyone talks about the mother's sacrifice, but no one talks about the father's sacrifice. I feel like this person is gonna lose their mind when I say Father's Day exists, and that's kind of like the day when we look at our fathers and we say, you know, thanks, Dad, for, you know, being there, always being the, you know, role model I needed, and, you know, thanks for just helping out with, you know, my creation and all that. I know, it's a revolutionary idea. Also, like, just with this, it's kind of stupid, because I get that, like, they're trying to emphasize, like, be grateful for your fathers and stuff, but at the same time, like, whether this applied to mothers or fathers, it could be shut down relatively quick with the fact that, like, some parents leave when the child is young, or, like, the parents get a divorce and, like, the mother or the father is no longer there. So, you know, whether this applied to, you know, guys or girls is, like, it's shut down fairly fast. Dangerous anger is built in the friendliest people. Okay, first of all, I don't mean to be that person, but I mean, like, please, for the love of God, just spell it right. Ugh. Because, I mean, like, maybe it's just the fact that I'm used to spelling things correctly, especially when they're so simple, unless it's through text. But, like, honest to God, it's just, like, when you do stuff like this, it completely undermines your message and makes it kind of harder to take it seriously. Because, like, technically speaking, you are right. When I see kind people, like, finally snap, like, oh my God, it's horrifying. But you spell it wrong, and it's just like, oh God, you basically just lost. You basically just lost your point at that point. Also, what's dangerous anger? Because if their actions reflect on their anger, then it could be dangerous, but only if it's violent, which it usually is not. It's frowned upon. Very much. Knowledge is a powerful weapon. Arm yourself with it! Okay, yes, knowledge is indeed power, but that doesn't mean turn your arm into a freaking shotgun. Like, look at his arm! This is violently American. Just, knowledge is the equivalent of a gun. That, for some reason, that comes off as very American to me. You become what you feed your mind. So this young man is going to turn into a vegetable. Okay, randomly off topic, but also kind of on topic. Why is he eating those foods with, like, a fork and a knife? Because, like, some of them I can understand, like the avocado. But at the same time, who eats a banana with a fork and a knife? Because the last time I checked, most people just eat it with their hands. Like, do people... Wait, is there something I'm missing? Bro, if I ever run into someone who eats a banana with a fork and a knife, they will possibly scare me more than people who eat pizza with a fork and a knife. But I digress. This point can easily be disproven, and that is the fact that if this were true, oh my god, Gen Z would be even stupider than it already is. And oh my god, we would have so many salty boomers, bro. Negative assumptions create negative reality, everyone. Wait, so if negative assumptions create a negative reality, don't positive assumptions create a positive reality? Because, I mean, we all had that as a kid, you know? Like, we all thought the world was happy, joyous, and such, and now we found out that predators exist. Like, sure, don't always assume everything is negative, but don't assume it's positive either. I mean, especially with today's societal standards, like, no wonder that girl was probably thinking that way. Like, of course, that's not the case with all people, but at the same time, you know, not everyone automatically looks for personality. Because, I mean, like, I hate to burst everyone's bubble, but it's not how the world works. So, negative assumptions don't create a negative reality because positive assumptions don't create a positive reality. And, you know, if they did, that would be called living a lie, which no one should do. So a little girl wanted to know what the United States looked like, so her father tore up a map of the US and told her to put it back together, and she did so in a relatively short amount of time. And she was like, well, I put Jesus together because Jesus was on the back, and yep. I'm sorry, I'm choking on the amount of BS coming from this post. Sir, like, no, that's all I can really say, just no. Because I absolutely assure you that if Jesus were to come back and reunite our nation, he would have done so already. The fact he hadn't done so sooner is actually quite concerning, because, I mean, like, our nation is falling apart. Also, whoever this man is seems to forget that, you know, the entirety of America isn't, like, Catholic or, you know, like the different variants of Catholic, like Lutheran or Protestant. Like, there are some atheists, there are some Jewish, there are some Buddhists, there are some Hindus, and, you know, all that jazz. Not everyone's Catholic, and for some reason, I'm getting the vibes that this is, like, a very sugar-coated way of, like, trying to force Christianity down someone's throat, but maybe I'm overanalyzing. I'll take it as that, but yeah. Also, who knew that the simple solution to solving the fact that gas prices are going up and the fact that America is literally falling apart at the seams is just to believe in God, and we'd all be okay. I wish I didn't care about anything, but I do care. I care about everything too much. Okay, again, with the filters and a bonus of smudged... Is that mascara? I think that's mascara. I don't know. I'm not a makeup expert. Like, why do people think that, like, runny mascara and, like, a random filter automatically equals sad? Like, there are plenty of there's plenty actually deep content out there, and I assure you, they probably don't have, you know, runny makeup, messed up makeup, or a filter. I mean, like, I don't really know what to say about this post, because, I mean, like, it's just kind of mediocre for me, because it's just like, okay, you want to stop caring about things, so, you know, okay, like, you have fun with that. Like, I also have that problem, but, like, I don't make posts about it. What if I told you television is the monster in your home, and it's called a program for a reason? Your television is nothing more than an electronic mind-altering device that has been designed to psychologically change the ways you view reality. If I told you that? Well, first of all, good sir, you'd be incredibly mistaken, because if that were the case, then all of us would have different perceptions of reality. For example, some of us would see, you know, a bunch of little horses with tattoos on their butts, and, you know, the world would be a perfect place. Some of us would see things like the world being basically just Top Gun all over again, and some of us would see, you know, whatever the heck Attack on Titan is, and oh my god, there'd be so many perceptions of reality. And second of all, it is not a psychological bender. We are not being trained to think one specific way. That is why there is more than one, program on TV, because even if we did want to see one specific way, there are multiple ways to see that one specific way. And that is not what TV was designed for in the first place. It was designed for entertainment. Also, I was waiting until I saw like a random thing by a boomer. Like I was like, oh my god, when is it coming? When is it coming? Like actually, I was like, oh my god, when's a technology bad thing gonna come up? I want to see. Kid in the hospital's phone is low on battery, so he unplugs his life support to try and charge it. Yeah. Okay, I get the whole thing of, like, teens these days are addicted to their phones and all that jazz, and they would unplug their life support just to charge their phone, but at the same time, like, priorities, like, they aren't going to unplug their life support just to charge their phone, like, they won't, okay? Also, I find it kind of funny that, like, he just immediately passed out on the ground, because I've been in a hospital before. If something even mildly goes wrong with the machinery, it'll start making this, like, horrible beeping noise, and the doctors can and will check on you, and if they see this, first of all, they're probably going to take his phone away, and second of all, like, they are going to plug it back in. He is not immediately going to drop down dead, at least I don't think so. But yeah, anyway, another thing... Another little meme for us to laugh at, made by a boomer who goes only by the very limited language of cell phone bad. And our third and probably final post about technology being bad. Not really how it works, but okay. I wonder what goes on, like, in the head of people that make these. Like, do they think they're being revolutionary? Because, I mean, like, stuff like this probably won't change how much we use our cell phones on a day-to-day life. And I also wonder, like, with these people, like, how much of their cell phone do they use on the daily? Because, like, I know at least on Apple iPhone, there's a way to check how much time you're spending on your phone daily, and I think also weekly. So I just want to see it and see what the results are, because, if they were hypocrites, that would make this 10 times better. Yeah, not much to say here. Just kind of strange. OP, phrased it perfectly. Like, what the hell does this mean, please? Please, I want to know. When I listen to the song, I feel like I'm being controlled by a puppet and being stuck in an endless loop of control. I sometimes question myself, who even am I? Or am I crazy? Perhaps I'm just a hypnotized puppet going through endless loops of control and nothingness. Maybe I'm just insane. Are you okay? Person said perfectly. Okay, maybe this is just a minor nitpick, but I still want to point it out. I think he meant, like, being controlled by, like by a higher being, like he's being controlled like a puppet, not by a puppet, because last time I checked, puppets are typically the ones being controlled, not doing the controlling, so, yeah, maybe that's just me, I don't know. Also, now I want to know what song they were talking about, because, I mean, if this is being evoked by just a song, good lord, that is a revolutionary song. I mean, like, whenever I listen to, like, Dr. Sunshine is Dead or something, like, I get the feeling of, like, well, not the feeling, but, like, the song gives me, like, paranoia vibes, but it doesn't, like, cause me to, like, have that big of a moment. If you remain positive in a negative situation, you win. Be positive and cover the flower from the rain. This kid is totally the kid that would, like, give the flower, like, shade in, like, the springtime or something, worrying that it would dry out. Like, plants have special measures to make sure that doesn't happen, at least most of them. So, yeah. Also, wherever that kid got that umbrella, that is a useless umbrella. It's almost as if it was, like, tailored to suit flowers, and specifically small, tiny little flowers. Because, I mean, like, if you look at that kid's head and body, like, that umbrella just barely covers them. So I don't know if that says they're as skinny as a flower, or that's just a really small umbrella. Also, child, no need to fret. I mean, like, it's gonna be fine. The flower's gonna be fine. Because, I mean, like, unless it lives in a place like the west of the west, where, like, Arizona and such is, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Okay, I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what this one is, because I, honest to God, don't. Like, just what? Okay, this one is pretty short, so I'll keep it short and sweet. I mean, like, I don't get this one. Like, is it supposed to be, like, a thing where it's just, like, just be yourself and, like, don't pretend to be something or someone you're not? Like, because if that's the case, that is not presented clearly. Like, I honestly thought that was like a normal screw or whatever that was for a minute until I noticed the bottom of it. There it is again, that funny feeling. That funny feeling. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just singing Bo Burnham's song of That Funny Feeling because I am having that funny feeling of confusion over what this post is. I literally just sang just to make that joke. You guys better freaking subscribe. Relationships can be cruel, especially when you're in a relationship with a cactus, I guess. Why are they hugging a cactus? Like, out of all the things you could have chosen to draw to signify how painful relationships can be, it had to be a freaking cactus? Because at that point, they just look like idiots. I mean, they're just hugging a cactus. Like, the weight of this message is immediately just lifted and taken away by the fact that they're hugging a cactus. Nobody gets me. I'm immature and mature at the same time. I'm goofy but also deep, weird, and romantic. My mind is so developed. I'm odd as freaking quirky. Oh my god, if I had a shot for every single time I saw one of these posts just in general on the internet, I would be drunk enough to forget the next goddamn week. Like, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I know the feeling they have, and the reason I know is because a lot of other people have that feeling. Like, people also have those feelings of, like, being childish, but also, like, being, like, grown adults and, like, being mature and all that jazz. Let us get this over with so I can go get something for my headache now caused by this post. Many people have those feelings, actually. It is not just you. It is possible to be immature and mature at the same time. Please, stop. I feel like everybody is just getting tired of me. A picture over a cliche sunset, I guess. I assure you, nobody is getting tired of you, but everybody will if you keep making posts like this! I'm sorry for that outburst. I am a bit more calm now. However, my point still stands. If you keep this up, people can and will be tired of you. Please don't make posts like this. Yeah, nothing else to say. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Dare I say it? Yes, I do my TikTok. Anyway, moving on. Someone said anger is sadness that had nowhere to go for a very long time, and I'll never ever forget it. Not all anger automatically is, like, translated to sadness. Like, I remember there's this one time when I was dragged along for something and it went on for, like, literal just godforsaken hours to the point where I could literally feel my soul already evacuating from my body. And I was really mad that we were out for that long, considering that I was told, like, oh, it'll just be a few minutes. And, yeah, we were out for, like, 6 freaking hours. But, like, I wasn't sad. I was just really annoyed. I was just like, bruh, I got things to do. Also, like, my other piece of evidence that, like, anger isn't always, like, sadness is that, like, have you seen, like, Gordon Ramsay on Kitchen Nightmares? Like, bruh, that man is, like, he's sad, but, like, in the sense of, like, he's let down by his meal and he's mad that, like, they aren't putting more effort in. He's not, like, sad that, like, he had a bad meal. He's sad because he's like, bruh, this is some terrible food. Why failing students get rich. F students realize school isn't everything, develop skills other than memorization, go against what the crowd says, and look past what their parents and teachers say. Yeah, I also think you're forgetting the part of, like, you know, they were also, like, fracking geniuses and also had, like, a mountain of luck on their side. Like, that'd be pretty important to also note, because, you know, like, there are also some pretty rich people who like earned their spot, and, like, those people and, like, some people, like, got lucky, you know. Also, like, not every failing student is gonna be, like, a freaking prodigy. Like, as I said before, you know, it requires a lot of luck, and, you know, just because you meet, like, I guess these quote-unquote standards of failing, I guess, doesn't mean you're automatically gonna become rich. And for our last one, she was a rainbow, and he was colorblind. Okay, I can just disprove this with, like, you know, basic science / knowledge, I guess. Maybe not basic, but, like, colorblind doesn't mean seeing in black and white. It means, like, you can't see certain colors because, you know, you don't have those, I think they're retinas. But, like, whoever this he is, can still see certain parts of this girl and how beautiful she is and stuff like that. He's not completely blind to it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, that's gonna do it for the night. I'm really tired. I've been your host, Tig. It's currently almost 11 o'clock, and yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. If you find enjoyment in this, please like, sub, do whatever you guys do. I could totally do that thing where it's like, only a small percentage of you are subscribed, when, I mean, like, I don't even check my statistics, bro. Anyway, good night, sleep tight. If it's morning, eat some breakfast. I don't know. Anyway, I've been your host, Tig. I'm out. Also, if anybody else played this game, like, if anyone else plays this game, like, honest to God, please let me know, because it's just, like, I want to see who else, like, played this, like, who else used to play this, or still plays this, because honest to God, like, it's such a legendary game, bro. Anyway, I've been going on for too long, time for the outro.